Hey guys, it's Anthony. It's my second daily vid on the turrets. It's been a really weird day. Some weird shit happened at my job where the door just swung open out of nowhere, and I thought it was one of the people working there, but it weren't. There's nobody there. Alright, I'm gonna do all 12 signs today. I'm gonna try to keep track of all of them. One second. Sorry guys, just give me 1 second. Okay, so we're gonna start out with Aries. Aries, from today to the 31st, we're gonna do Aries first. This is gonna be a little quick reading. Alright, Aries. One more shuffle. Alright, Aries. Alright, Aries. So you might feel like you've been working hard at something and you're not reaping the benefits from it. Emotionally you're really guarded, and you feel like you're tired of all the stuff you've been going through, all the work you've been putting in, and you don't feel like people are seeing all of that, and they're not giving you that. They're not giving you what you deserve, basically. Your second card is the Ace of Swords, so you really are putting in that work, and overall you're gonna get what you deserve, somehow. Like, karma really is real. It's gonna come around one way or another. If it's not given to you by the people around you, it's gonna be gifted to you by something or someone. And the third card is the Seven of Wands. And so, like I said, you're really guarded and you're tired, and you're really sticking up for your emotions, because you're like, who doesn't, who wants to overwork and be pretty much beaten to death, without a reason? Everybody who puts in some sort of effort to something, whether it's a relationship, a job, or, it could be anything. You're in a conversation, anything you put effort to, usually you want some sort of feedback, or you want something to change, or to grow, or even to be finished. So I really feel like if you just keep your strength, if you keep going at what you do, keep your mind straight, keep your strength. It's the card that came out. I keep saying it because of that, and I think something's gonna come your way. And yeah, the last card, overall outcome, is the Sun. So just don't get overwhelmed by yourself, by the people, by the tasks, or by if it's if this is relating in a love relation, don't, something is gonna come around. Maybe this person doesn't see all the effort you're putting in, to make this work, or there is, if there is another person involved, like I said, if this is a love reading, then if it's not that, maybe this person may not be the right person, or this person is, like, like if you feel like this person is your soulmate, then they will come around and see, all the effort that you put in, or you will make a choice, like a decision, because your overall um, outcome is the sun. So there is going to be some positive out of all this effort, out of all this thought that you've been putting into this, that's in a love relation. If it's not somebody that you feel so like connected to, like you guys are always bashing or something like that, something will turn. This person will realize, or this person, someone will, the sun will come out regardless if that person's there or not. And for general, I really think that effort you're putting in, it's regardless, it's all gonna work out. So that's what I got for Aries. Alright, so we're gonna do, what are we gonna do next? Let's do Taurus next. I'm gonna actually try to go in order. I got it pulled up here on the side so I don't get lost with my own dang self. So we're gonna do Taurus next. I always have to apologize for sounding or seeming delusional, because I like rarely sleep. So I'm gonna try to do these in the daytime eventually. So Taurus. Let's see what's up for Taurus. Today to the 31st. General love. General love for Taurus. Let's see what's up. Alright, two more shuffles real quick. My one and only subscriber when I first started this was my ex. And I don't even know why I'm saying this, but just the other day I made one video and she was like the only person that came up. And like ever since that day, she unsubscribed me. And I wonder why she sucks. Alright, so Taurus, let's see what's up for you. In general, in love, however you relate. If you're single, ready to mingle, you can still take the love reading, in your own perspective, because it is also for, any card can come up as someone coming towards you. So let's do Taurus real quick. Taurus, your first three cards are the Devil, the King of Cups, and the Two of Swords. You might be dealing with Pisces. And you got four reverse cards. The Devil in reverse. So you might be clinged on to someone that's not healthy at all. This person might be a Pisces. There's a really like sense of there's like disbalance. It's two things that just aren't mixing well. The King of Cups reverse is the second card, with the World card under that one. So the shift isn't really happening. There's not much of a change. There's a lot of dragging of energy and a lot of like holding back from things that are good, and qualities that you have. The Two of Swords is basically, I mean, in this layout, it's definitely nothing good out of this relation that you have in this love, in a love direction. There's someone is just really toxic, really bad for you, Taurus, and basically either you or them. They're not seeing the good. This can go vice versa. If you feel like you've really been trying, you've been doing your best, you're a good, you're not a cheater, you're not unfaithful, you don't have toxic ways, then this other person might not view you the same, and they might have a lot of negative to them, or they might be cheating, they might be some sort of deceitful person, or just overall they suck, like they're, it might be the person that doesn't really resonate with you right now, and either you or them, are blocking one of each other out. And you got the priestess in reverse under the devil card, so you might be dealing with Pisces. There's a lot of imbalance. Um, there's not much of a change happening. There's not much of a shift happening. Um, and you might be dealing with a Leo, Taurus, or pretty much any fucking sign, pretty much. You got the um, Merfant right after that one, so um, it isn't like a judgment card, but I kind of take it that way because there's so much like toxic, negative. Um, starting off with that Devil card first. Um, I really feel like and then the overall outcome is Three of Swords. So I think like whether it's a general, whether you got something happening, if you're not in a relationship, then you're in like some sort of messy ass situation where it's affecting you and it's toxic, and maybe it's a job, for example. It's not a good job. Your boss is probably some crook, or you are dealing with certain friends or acquaintances that just aren't good for you, and you know that basically. And if it's a love direction, this reading, I would take it as this person is super toxic for you, and you're really, if you're not hurt, you're gonna end up hurt, loving the wrong person, and you should really be careful for the steps that you take, Taurus. So that's Taurus for the next 24 hours, or so, the next couple days. um, yeah, Taurus. So get better at it, Taurus. You know what's up. If I feel like everybody has that intuition where they know, really, especially for themselves, at least. A lot of times I get it. I get that like relation of like something is not right with another person. I can just look at another person. I can just feel that. But I really do feel that everybody has that intuition for themselves. Like when they just know something's not right. Like step into a situation or a person that is offering you something, or you get your first check at a job and it doesn't look right. Your intuitions for things, I feel like you already know what's right and wrong for you. You just are the one who's going to make that decision ultimately to move forward. So that's what I got for Taurus. So next I'm going to do Geminis. See what's up for the Gemmies. For the little Gemmies. Geminis for today to the 31st. General and love. Let's do 3 shuffles for Geminis real quick. Alright, Geminis. Alright, Geminis, let's see what's up for you. Alright, Gemini, I got the Page of Swords. Page of Swords, 8 of Swords, Page of Wands reverse. So you're pretty guarded and headstrong about situations that may lead to you being hurt. Gemini's like under the Page of Swords, I got the Ace of Wands, so you're like kind of not sure of a situation, or maybe you're not sure of a person, and you have your guard up about that. And your second card, the Eight of Swords, basic. So with that card after the Eight of Swords, you're really guarded. You're standing. You're blocking off anything that can be potential to stab you in the back. Anything that can be a potential threat. And you got the Page of Wands after that. So your intuition might be a little off. You're really guarded. Like I said about those things. And emotionally, this card usually like you're infatuated with your own self, and the wands usually relate to emotion. So with it being reversed, I feel like you're kind of off in your intuition, probably. And so under the 8 of Swords, you got the 3 of Cups. So this might be a group that you're in, or people that you're involved with that you think, um, or maybe it's not that you think that they're not right or they're wrong, or this is like in a general, like, not love. You're really guarded, and you might feel like you're not sure of a situation. It might involve uh, 2 other people, um, and in the end, your intuition might be right. The overall outcome for the situation in a general reading, um, is that the fortune is just not being given, it's not being handed out, it's not multiplying, there's not enough, or someone is just basically being stingy. Um, that's in a general reading. If in your work life or whatever situation this may relate to, you're being guarded towards someone or something in these next couple days, and you might be right about your intuition. So keep your guard up and make sure that you don't get fucked over. Basically, that's what these cards are saying. In a love reading, I would say that you might be stepping into something new, and or you've been in a relationship for a while, and there might be a third party of a person that is being a little bit strange. It's like different things that you're not used to, and you kind of have your guard up because you find it to be kind of weird, and your intuition may be saying, or your gut may be saying, that some weird shit is happening between you and this person, or between this person by themselves. That's at least what I got for Geminis. So that's Geminis. Hey, what's up? So let's do. What do we got next? Is it Aries? Is it Gemini? And the Taurus. Let's do Cancer real quick from today. Let's do Cancer from today to the 31st. The general and love reading. Do 3 shuffles real quick. That's pretty funny. That's pretty cool, actually. I like that. Yeah, I'm in a basement. So I guess it's kind of weird. Alright, let's do Cancers real quick. Alright, Cancers. What's up with Cancers? Let's look at these little crabs from today to the 31st. Oh, you're a Leo, what's up? You're a little lion. You're like a little cat. Leos are pretty feisty. Alright, so Cancers, you got the Fool. You got the 9 of Swords. 8 of Wands. So Cancers, you might be taking a step into something new. You're kind of being a little adventurous, a little bit different. You might be taking like a different route. And if it was like a general reading, not love, I would say that you're trying something different, maybe with your job or hobbies or something like that. And it's like inviting you into meeting new people, or just being in different groups and different situations that might open doors for you. Um, if you take the wrong step or stumble across the wrong person, though, or just you have to always be careful about like doing random things like that. Like, for example, if you're in a job, you just don't like your job, you just quit out of nowhere. You might be completely in the right by not being in that job, but it might overall in the end be stressful for you. when you finally go to sleep or something like that, just because you made a rational decision. Um, you don't want to be the fool in the wrong way. But that's in a general reading. In a love reading, I would say that you there's someone out there that seems like they got like bad habits, or like there's love there between you and another person. If this is a love reading, if you're not single or whatever, but there is like some sort of hurting and some sort of baggage that you carry with you when you go to sleep. So that's just in general or with love, like, and there's a lot of emotion involved between you and that other person, and you guys are really, really, really clinged onto each other, and there um, might be like a let go happening where you have a separation between you and this person. And the last card, the overall outcome is the King of Cups. So you'll be right. You'll be okay financially. You'll be all right emotionally. You'll sit there on that chair that's just floating in the middle of the ocean. But you'll sit there high as heck, with your cup and your crown. So in a job situation or love situation, I think you're doing good. You're chilling. There might be some hardship. We all like want to make changes. I feel like once a person adapts, they want to do something a little different sometimes, like after a while. So you might be making a right move. Your intuition might be right on that. I've been saying that a lot, like this whole reading for some reason, like every sign that I've mentioned, like, because I really do feel that everybody has their own intuition, like, towards their own daily stories. So, whatever you stumble upon, whatever you end up um, doing that's a little different, it might lead to some changes and some releases, but in the end, it's actually for the better. That's what I got for you little crabs, little cancers. Cancers are a little emotional, so I would understand why that card came out, the Nine of Swords, because I feel like they think a lot and they feel a lot. So as long as you make that change and you have like a good strength towards it, then you should be good. That's for Cancer. So next, we're gonna do Leos. A little Leo. I'm gonna do a little Leo. Alright, Leo's next. I'm gonna do Leo's next. Alright, let's see what's up with Leos. From today to the 31st. Let's see what's up with Leos. Alright, Leos. Let's see what's up with you. This Pisces full moon tonight, I'm pretty sure. Alright, Leos. Let's see what's up with Leos. Alright, Leos, I got the Star in reverse, Seven of Pentacles, Two of Cups. So you might not be following your intuition. Your gut feeling is not really there. You're not sure what to do. You can't really follow or ask. Maybe anybody you feel for like a sense of direction, or maybe just you feel like you don't have that sense of direction, and it's causing you to not look at like all the work you've put in, or maybe like all the work you're missing out on. There's another person involved, or gonna be involved, that is healthy for you, that can supply those things for you. It can give you that sort of push or guidance, or maybe even money or whatever it could be, to get you out of the hole that you're in. But overall, this person might not be a healthy person for you. This person might give you some sort of gateway to something that's just not good that resolve your problems. Um, you're really unstable with your emotions and you're kind of attacking everything. Like if everything is against you, um, I would really be careful for anybody that walks by you that's trying to, help you. Some people are really envious of, you know, what you have or what you might got going on. So I would really be careful. You don't want to get pushed back because you think someone's gonna help you, Leo. So, um, you might be juggling between two things. If you're not, then there might be a lot going on, and you feel like you got nothing to just start on or to just juggle or anything like that. There's someone walking away, and you're really really um, guarded by that because you found that to be sketchy and it doesn't work out. So if there's two people involved, or like in a relationship or general reading, it's just not something that ultimately works out between you and that person. If it's a general reading, then it looks like there's someone else here that's trying to help you. And like I said, it's like a gateway help where eventually it doesn't work or it doesn't help you. It kind of could be like an envious person that sees what you have or sees what you could have or what you're working towards, and they kind of just like pretend like they're your friend and kind of just give you a real big step back. So just be careful for that because overall outcome, um, it just sucks. But Leos are pretty strong, so I feel like you can come up um, eventually with the strength that you got naturally. Hey, how you doing, Alexa? What's up? Alright, that was Leos. That was the Leos. Good vibes to you too, Alexa. Good vibes everywhere. So that's Leos, Virgos. Next, we're gonna do some Virgolicious Virgos. We're in Virgos. Happy birthday to Virgos. Virgo season, right? I'm pretty sure. Let's do it up for Virgos from today to the 31st. Let's see what's up with Virgos. I like Virgos. Me and Virgos are friends. My roommate's a Virgo, actually. He's super cool. So let's do Virgos. Alright, Virgos. Let's see what's up with y'all. Y'all little Virgos. Y'all little freaking little anal Virgos. I'm just playing. But y'all are pretty like color coordinated and all that good stuff. I'm just playing. I love Virgos a lot though. I think you guys are fun and I relate a lot to Virgos. I'm a Pisces. I feel like Pisces and Virgos go really well together. So this is gonna be Virgos. This is gonna be Virgos reading for the next couple days. See what's up with Virgos, in general and in love. Do one more shuffle for the Virgos. Just feel like just doing one more shuffle for some reason. Just do one more shuffle for the Virgos. My deck is all weird right now. The deck is acting all weird for Virgos. Alright, so let's do one more shuffle for Virgos. Happy birthday to Joe. He's a Virgo. And a weirdo. So, here's Virgos from today to the 31st. Alright, Virgos, I got the 9 of Cups reversed, the 4 of Cups upright, and the Ace of Pentacles. So, you are... When I get this card reversed, and usually these cards always come out next to each other. I don't know why, but I feel like you're not excited about all the shit got going on. Like, even if it's not excitement, there's a lot that you should be doing or you should be looking at or there's things that you should um, get up and kind of like take hold for, like open your hands and like grab things, take hold of things, like become a part of all that you are, and like all that kind of wants to be a part of you. A lot of people like you. A lot of people think you're cool or whatever. Like people are attracted to you, and you could have a lot of opportunities, but you kind of back down from it, and it could involve with so much money. Like you could be really receiving a lot by just being just a little tiny bit more open and social with the things and people around you. Um, there's a lot of opportunity here for money, a lot of opportunity for growth. Um, in a love sense, I feel like there's a connection between you and another person, but then there's just also like something a little off where it's just a little strange. But you guys have a connection. There's some sort of like wealth or like some sort of abundance there, but I don't feel like there's a lot of like there's a connection, but there's not so much like of a fire. So for Virgos, that's what I see. I have the the King of Wands in reverse in the end. So you might be kind of a little bit off yourself with emotions. Maybe if it's maybe it's you that is thinking about it being a little weird, the relationship, and this other person thinks everything is just wonderful. I'm not too sure. Only you know. But the Queen of Pentacles is right under your first card. So you definitely are the one that's kind of like in charge of all of your wealth, all of the things that you already know. And you gotta get up and do something about it, or talk to someone about it, talk to that your lover about it, talk to your boss about it. Um, that's what I got for Virgo's overall outcome is the Queen of Swords. So you're not taking action, you're not moving forward, you're not doing it, like, and you got so much opportunity, so much around you, so much that is like so many people that like you, so many things, and you're just kind of like whatever. So you should take hold of that, like, turn this upside down, and you know grab that little cup from that cloud. Yeah, that's what I got for Virgos. Virgolicious people. That's for Virgos. Alright, I'm gonna do Libras next. And then we're like halfway. Let's do Libras real quick. Libra. Alright guys, if you like my video, give me a subscribe, give me a like. This is my second video. I really want to do this every day. To show some support. It's pretty fun. I can't sleep at night, so this is what I do. I should probably make that like a slogan. Alright, so let's see what's up with Libras from today to the 31st. Some Libras. Libras are also really cool. Really nice people. They offer me food. They take care of me. Those are Libras. Alright, Libras for the next couple days. General and love. Let's see what's up with Libras. Alright, Libra, love, and general. And one more shuffle for the Libra. Alright, it is going to be Libras from today to the 31st. Ooh, jeez. Alright, Libra. Kind of feel like, alright, Libra, you got the Ten of Swords, you got the Tower in reverse, and you got the Ace of Swords in reverse as well. There might be somebody that really, really fucking hurt you, Libra, with an action they did, or with maybe it was just a deceitful thing, a malicious person, something really affected you, and it like backstabbed you fucking 10 times. and it's not good, and it hurts, I'm sure. And then so you got the terror, the tower in reverse. So it's like a dead thing. It's not like a huge impact that like changed everything, or it's like something huge. It's just fucking, it hurt, and it's just nothing for. There's really no reason, maybe, or like, it's like I said, it's like a malicious thing. It's not like it's something that was really needed or necessary, and you're kind of like, you don't get it, and you're like, what the fuck, and you're just really guarded now, and you are kind of off. But for some reason, you got the magician under the ace of swords in reverse. So, like, for some reason, hold on, let me 1 second here, real quick. All right. So for some reason, you you there's like you got the magician. So out of all this, there's still some sort of like there's a good happening. Like, why do I have the magician out here? Because you got the empress. So it's like a woman or a person really fucked you up. I see it more like a woman that really hurt you or did something to you, and you've been like so like so out of character and not doing well is what I see. And you got the magician after, so it's like, you know in a way it's like you got you everything for a change, everything like for a good. The magician is out though, like, so there is a change, like there is a new coming. So you got the magician out for a reason. It was a little strange at first when I saw it, but so there is a change. There is a there is a reason why this there might not be a reason why it happened, but there is a good or a rebirth out of this whole situation that you're going through. So eventually the shift is going to come around, and um things will change, or you will understand why things are happening. Things will make a little more sense. But you got to be definitely, you got to take care of yourself. You don't want you want things to grow. You want things to, be born again. You don't want to just, um, you don't want death, like, or you don't want to stagnate. Like, you don't want to be lost. And I feel like when people get hurt and they don't fucking stand up and they don't realize why they're getting hurt, sometimes they can get lost and they don't realize the lesson, or they don't realize that they're a lot bigger than whoever is gonna do something to you to hurt you. So you got the Page of Pentacles as the overall outcome. So, like I said, I really do feel like in the end, there's going to be a bright side. There's going to be, the sun's going to come out. Um, Everything's going to be back to normal. And you're going to be back on track. And I feel like time is really the only thing that allows a person to understand why they go through the things that they go through. And you can sometimes go through years of time and still not know why, but somehow, um, you know, walk outside and smell flowers, and it'll make you the happiest person on earth. And that's what I'm trying to say. You need to, like, whenever someone makes you go through something that it kills you, I feel like you need to realize that your personal energy is far more, it's far bigger and far worth more than anything that someone can try to take away from you emotionally. And so that's like in a love and general all at once, pretty much. Don't let people take advantage of you. Um, and really stand up for yourself, because you know no one really deserves to be thrown into a gutter for no reason and then kind of just flow with the current of the gutter. Um, just stand up and get the fuck out the gutter if you didn't belong there in the first place, and eliminate pretty much everything and everyone that you feel isn't right. So that's what I got for Libras. For the Libras. Alright, so next we're going to do Scorpios and Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Aries. And then I'm going to do Pisces. No problem, Alexa. This is my pleasures. Thank you so much for watching. Alright, so that was Libra. Let's do Scorpios real quick. Scorpios from today to the 31st. If you guys like my video, and give it a little thumbs up. I'm new to this thing, so I like thumbs ups and subscribers. So let's see what's up with Scorpios. Little scorpions. Alright, Scorpios. Let's do 3 shuffles for Scorpios from today till 31st. General and love. Alright, Scorpios. Let's see what's up. Let's see what's good with the Scorpios. Scorpios are pretty wild and freaky people. And they're pretty smart. Got a lot of smart Scorpios. Alright, so let's see what's up with Scorpios. I'm gonna break this deck. Alright, Scorpios, let's see what's up with you. Alright, I got the King of Swords, the 9 of Swords, 8 of Wands. So Scorpios, you might be tied to something that just isn't good. A lot of these readings are coming out like that, and I'm realizing that, like, Mercury, I don't know if Mercury's still in retrograde or not, but like it's been going with me too, like where I feel like I it's like a whole shift in the seasons or something, I don't know. But I got the King of Swords, I'm sorry, the 8 of Swords after the King of Swords, and then I got the 8 of Wands after that. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry your reading was like that. I apologize. I hope it doesn't resonate at all then. I hope it has nothing to do with you. So yeah, Scorpios. King of Swords, 8 of Swords, and then 8 of Wands. So you might be tied to someone or something that's, not good for you. And it's kind of like you're blocking off. No, you're not blocking off, right? So you have like someone that's tied to you. It's not good. It's a toxic situation, basically. Maybe only you know. Your gut knows. So Scorpios, you probably have you got the Devil card, so you're probably tied to someone that's a little bit toxic, or somebody that is not in the right when it comes to just being around them, or maybe you in general. Like that can be a love reading. If it's a general, I usually take the Devil card as like maybe I'm like, it's a bad habit you picking up, or like you're just not doing something right, something is just off and you know it. That's what I would take the general card, like for personal, not dealing with love, but with love, it mostly is that you're tied to someone that's toxic. Uh, Second card, 8 of Swords in reverse, you're being really closed off. Being closed off with communication, being closed off, you don't want to hear it, you don't want to touch it, you don't want to be a part of it. You're really to yourself, and your emotions are like really fucking out there, like at the same time. So it's it could be like internal, where you're maybe like you're just going through a lot, or you're like really bipolar, or like, and you're closing off, or it can be complete opposite, where you're just shut off from the whole entire world, but kind of taking it out on everybody. So then you got the Strength card right under the 8 of Swords. So you might be dealing with Leo as well. So you have the strength, and you have the right idea of why these things are happening. So you're probably not like this for no reason. You're probably, holding back, or you're probably just really cautious because that you're right, and you just got to keep that strength for, and be guarded of your own emotions, so you don't get, hurt, or get fucked over. um, right under the 8 of Wands, you got the 6 of Pentacles. So in the end, there's a lot of giving, there's a lot of communication, there's a lot of back and forth, there's a lot of forgiveness and balance and all that good stuff. And the overall outcome is the Ace of Cups. So things just will continue to go as they're supposed to, and things just flow, and things will be right. Um, so there's just like a big shift between you and another person that isn't so well, and in the end, you kind of break through from that, and maybe this person will come around and see, that they've been a little fucked up, or they haven't been the right person. But I don't really see that there's like so much of like a connection there. I see more like it's you making the right decision for yourself. Um, or vice versa. If it's like a cross watcher, then you're an asshole, and you should, learn how to appreciate. That's what I got. That's what I got for Scorpios in general and in love. For the Scorpions. All right. So, nice. Sorry. All right. So Sagittarius next. We're doing Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and then last but not least, we're gonna do Pisces. Let's see what's up with motherfucking Saggies. Let's see what Saggies are doing from today to the 31st. Give y'all 3 shuffles. And we're gonna do the dang thing. Alright, so let's do it. Sagittarius. Sagittarius from today to the 31st. And yeah, sure, you can ask me a question after I do this reading. I don't mind. I'm awake. Let's see what's up with Sagittarius. For love in general. Alright, Saggies. Little Saggies. Alright, Saggies. I'm gonna do one more shuffle, and then it's all about you. Alright. So I got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the High Priestess in reverse, Two of Pentacles upright, Ace of Wands, and then Nine of Swords reverse, and Knight of Wands reverse. So, what am I doing again? Sagittarius? Yeah, okay, Sagittarius, I'm sorry. So, Sagittarius, got you got someone, you might be involved with Pisces, but in this whole spread, there's like two people or like two things you're juggling, and it's like you can't pick between one or the other. It's what it seems, and there has been like some hurt in the past, but you got over that, and it might be with one of these people. There might like if this is a love reading, then there might be a person like an ex where you were with, and you might like be between your ex. I'm sorry, you might be juggling your ex between another person that you know, or that you've been involved with, or just recently involved with. But someone definitely in the past hurt you, um, and or it doesn't have to necessarily be in the past. It could be like currently happening where a person hurt you, and you might like have found like another person, or like whatever, a rebound person, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. And you're like, in between these two people, and in the end, it's not like it's not in the right. You got the Knight of Wands in reverse, so your emotions are really scattered. You it's just not cool. Basically, you're kind of like being a dick. It's what it would look like in a love like situation. You kind of looks like someone hurt you, and you kind of, or you're hurting someone. Is kind of what it looks like in a love situation, and you're juggling between two people or two situations. In a general reading, um, you So you got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So in a general reading, I would say like you're very stagnant and you're not receiving what it is that you like. You got the Ace of Wands coming at you, so, and the Wheel of Fortune reverse. So it's like you have, things being offered to you, but you're not. You're kind of just throwing it all away. Like, you get, let's say, for example, you got $20, you fucking throw away 19. The High Priestess in reverse, and the Eight of Swords under that in reverse. Generally, I would say that like you really need to like just get up from what the situation has been and make a difference out of it, and pick between what you know is right, or what you know is better for you, because there's always two options involved, and right now you're really stagnant with your emotions and with the way you deal with things. That's what I got for Sagittarius. That's just what I got for you guys. Overall outcome is you might get up and you might grab those cups. That's the overall outcome for the Sags. It is what it is. Alrighty. So those are Sagittarius. Alright, so what am I doing next? Let's see what I'm doing next. Alright, Sagittarius. So I'm gonna go and do a Capricorner. I'm gonna do a Capricorn from today to the 31st. Let's see what's up with the caps. Real quick. See what's up with Sagittarius. I'm sorry, Capricorns. Let's see what's up with Capricorns. I apologize. See what's up with Capricorns. Three shuffles for Capricorn from today to the 31st. General love. General love. Capricorns. Capricorn remind me of candy corns. That's the Capricorns remind me of. Little candy corns. Alright, Capricorns, let's see what's up with y'all. Let me break this deck real quick. Alright, Caps. Let's see what's up with the candy corns. Capricorns. Alright, Capricorns, I got the Four of Cups upright. I have got the Nine of Pentacles reverse, Page of Swords, Judgment under the Four of Cups. So you're gonna get called out for not being a part of something. You're gonna get called out for not participating. You're gonna get called out for not putting in the effort. In a general sense, in a love sense, you might, not be a part of something like as involved with this person as this person feels, and they're kind of just like with their hands out, like why, and or maybe you have your hands out like why, and this person's gonna come up to you like why the fuck not, you know. Like, so in a love reading, I would say, like, you got a person that is just, you guys are not um, doing anything for each other. You're not doing vice versa. You're not doing anything for this person, and this person feels like there's just nothing happening, Um, and so you got the Knight of Cups upright. So in the current situation, that's what's happening between you and that other person, and you might be that person that feels like you're not receiving all that love or attention that you want from this person. In a general sense, you might feel like you aren't getting all the recognition you deserve, or all um, the you kind of like may want a prize, or like maybe you want to be called out for other things, like instead of all negative things. Maybe you feel like all the wrong is always being put on you. So that's what I got in a general sense. You got the Page of Swords after the that. So there is like a reuniting, or like a congratulations thing, like a party or celebration. There is something like that gonna happen in a general sense, where you do get to reap your own benefits, like that have been given to you, but you kind of just didn't want to take it because you were being stubborn. There is um, like some sort of congratulating in that. So in a general sense, there is something gonna come together, and there is something that's gonna make um, colors and music, and there is gonna be a lot of good coming out of this whole situation that involves money and abundance of things. So it could be a financial decision, but you ultimately will come around from the fact that um, you have been a little stubborn and you haven't want to put in all that work. Someone will call you out on that, and in the end, the overall outcome uh, will be that you have to really give that strength for you to get the 4 of Wands. So that's what I got for the caps, or the candy corns, Capricorns. So I'm gonna do Aquarius and then Pisces, and then that's it. It's over. I guess you can ask one question if you want, if you're still there. Um, so let's do Aquarius real quick. Aquarius. Let's see what's up with Aquarius. 3 shuffles for Aquarius. 3 shuffles for Aquarius. Alright, Aquarius. Let's see what's up. Alright, Aquarius. First card, second card, third card. So 2 of Pentacles being your middle card, and the Sun reverse being right under that. I just want to say that uh, there's definitely like there's definitely an unmixture of things, cards happening. So I take this like, for sure you're obviously juggling something, but when this is right under it in reverse, it's like not the coolest thing ever. You got another person that is not kind of being a little sneaky, or maybe it's you that's being a little like stepping away from a situation. Doesn't have necessarily to be sneaky, but it could be like everybody's having a blast and you're kind of just in the corner in the shadow um, about a situation. There may be like a family or a wedding or a newborn child or a pregnancy. You might be dealing with a Leo. Um, there is the King of Wands. You got that right under the Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles. So there's you're being strong when it comes to your emotions. I'm sorry, I'm really delusional. Your emotions, but you're also juggling between two things or decisions. You got to be really careful with that decision, because your intuition might not be all there when it comes to you making that right choice. Um, you got the Queen of Wands right after that, so like I said, you might be dealing with a Leo, and you should be careful. You should definitely be careful with the moves that you make. You don't want, if that's in a general sense. In a love sense, you it could be a marriage coming, a pregnancy coming, a family member who has a newborn child, or just like some sort of family related situations that can go literally north or south, because you are juggling two things. So like the ball is in your court basically. With the Queen of Wands right after that, you could be dealing with a person who is very highly um, like recognized or is like a really attractive, really pretty person, really about their stuff and really sure of who they are. So you want to be very careful with the decisions you make around this person because you don't want to end up being on a blacklist of someone who could potentially be one of the coolest people you have ever met. So um, that's what I got. Overall outcome is the King of Swords. So you might be really close to a wrong decision if you're juggling between two choices or two people. You should probably reconsider that thought. And sometimes we feel like things should be a certain way, but we just don't really fully understand everything happening, and that's why we haven't given a second like to the process. And in the end, you don't even have to juggle or make decisions because things could be happening in your favor if you just kind of go with the way you feel. I'm sorry, if you just kind of go with the way things are, if it's not affecting you in a wrong way, then don't think about yourself so much and kind of give yourself some time and some space to let things happen, and things kind of will unfold that way. But sometimes we make like really rational decisions, and anything can happen. Pregnancy can happen, or you lose this, or you gain that. Anything can happen with rational decisions. So if you just give yourself a moment, things kind of will unfold, or maybe the right answer will unfold for you. That's what I got for y'all. So let's do Pisces. This is the last sign. Pisces. Let's see what's up with y'all. What is this little ball right here? Anyways, Pisces. Let's see what's up with you guys. See what I got going on for the Pisces. Alright, Pisces. 12th sign in the zodiac. Let's see what's up with y'all. One more shuffle for Pisces, love and journey. Alright, let's break the deck for the Pisces. Pisceans, little fish. Let's see what's fishy with Pisces in the next couple days. Alright, Pisces, I got the Page of Cups reverse, Four of Swords reverse, Chariot. Alright, so Pisces, you might be dealing with another Pisces, or you might be thinking about another Pisces, or water sign in general. You might be dealing with a Leo as well. You're really off balance, Pisces. You're not on your ground. Your feet aren't on the ground. Emotionally, you are not fighting back. You're really stagnant, and you're in the middle of kind of uh, like shit that you said you wouldn't be in the middle of probably like 3 or 4 months ago or 6 months ago. So you're kind of like taking steps back and you're stagnant in that shit. And then you have the Magician in reverse. So it's like everything is not like the tools that you have are not, you're not following your gut, and you're in you're very fucked up right now basically because you think you may be like you know right about some things, but in the end you're still guarded over your emotions after all the time, like after all this time of you not wanting to be this way, or you have like continuously being guarded. Now you're just, after all these decisions and circles you've been doing and people you've been meeting and running across, you still are in this situation. So it's like you've just been in a current of your own shit and thinking that you're going in the right direction when you haven't been. So you might have, like, in a general sense, bad habits or bad people or things that aren't good for you that you still come around or you still visit or you still do, and that's why things aren't changing in your life. That's why things, you haven't seen so much of a progress, or like, you know, the happy person or the person you truly are isn't that person, you know. For example, in the mornings, like whatever, like something has a hold of you and it's changing you. That's in a general sense. In a love sense, it's like you've been really backed off by you've been really like not expressing emotionally, or not really like being that giving truthfully and genuinely, but in the end you have been like almost mingling, and you have had different relationships or different like encounters where you have backed or left people behind, or kind of left people hanging or hurting, and or vice versa. Maybe people have done that to you and they kind of walked away, and now you're still like this, you know. So you have to make the change, because in the end you have the magician did come out. So you just gotta make that change, make the shift, bring a difference into your life, and let things manifest in a way where you haven't let them manifest because of your traits and the way you have been accustomed of adapting your own life. Bad habits come around, you just kind of have to like deal with them in a different way, and with time things actually change. So that's all 12 zodiac signs. Holy shit. That's all 12 zodiac signs for the next couple days. That was really intense. I don't know if there's someone in here. I'm gonna get off in a couple minutes. Alright, guys, that was really fun. I'm gonna do this thing again tomorrow. Ciao.